Good afternoon, everyone present here in the session. Today we are going to start with the new practical number 7, make change problem. I'll present you my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am. Visible.
Okay. Now see in your list of practicals, okay. This is what we are going to do today. Implementation of making a change problem using dynamic programming. Okay. Make change problem we have discussed here, if you remember. See here, we were applying the formulas, okay, whichever was the minimum value, like if I is equals to 1, then we were applying this particular formula, okay. If the j value was less than your denomination value, then we were applying the highlighted one. Else whatever was the minimum one, if both of them is false, then whichever was the minimum out of the two that we were taking. Okay, denominations will be given to you, or you can take it statically. All right, and you have to divide your capital W. That means your total cost. Here the total cost was 8. Okay, so see, n is equals to 8 is written. So that is the total cost. So we are dividing that 8 into 8 sub problems. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fine. And what we are doing, the first column, 0th column that we are addressing it, okay, we are taking it as 0, 0, 0. Fine. And then we are doing the computation. Everyone remembers this part? Yes or no? Everybody remembers this particular part?
Actually, no, ma'am.
Yeah, if you were absent or you did not get at that time, then it will be a little bit difficult. Otherwise, this is the formula. What about others? Other students, at least you can answer in your chat. Rest of you. Rest of you are not listening to me or just simply joined and went somewhere else. Is it so? See, students, again and again, I can't repeat the same things. Some of the things even you guys have to do it on your own. Okay. Like for example, if I am teaching this particular topic twice in the session, it is your responsibility that at least you go to your respective hostel rooms or your homes and at least look the topic once. Like for example, today I covered in the session matrix multiplication. That doesn't mean that it is over there only. And these are lengthy topics. Again and again, the discussion, it will be wastage of your time and my time both. In the lab session, you were supposed to implement this particular topic. And I know you guys are sincere in attending the session, except for a few. There might be any genuine reasons that you are absent in the session. I understand. But rest of you are sincerely attending the session. You are actively present. And still, if you say that I don't know, then you can't expect me to explain this whole thing in the lab again. Because lab session is for practical session, not your theory session. That's why again and again I tell you in the class that please don't hesitate when you don't understand anything. In the terms of remembrance, that part is your part. You have to go home and do it. Nobody is going to come and tell you that, okay, please come, chalo, we are going to now do the revision. No one else is going to tell you that. That you yourself have to tell yourself that let's sit and do the revision of the today's, discussed topic. Otherwise, every time this is the same scenario. Nobody will understand, nobody will get it. Why? The reason is some of you will say, I don't remember. Few of you will say, I was absent. And others will say, Madam, I'm not getting anything. If you are absent, it is your responsibility to cover up what you have missed. Don't sit and think that everything will be covered for you. That too again. Because in the class, I repeat the topics twice at least while explaining everything. Now see, in short, I can tell you here is what we need to make change. You understand what do I mean by make change? Now you be actively responsive here. Otherwise, this discussion is very much futile. Do you know what is to give change? When I say that give me change of rupees 100, what do I expect you to give?
Ma'am, to divide it, to divide it.
Okay. Any other answer? Only one student knows what is to be understand when I say give me change of rupees 100. What about the rest of you? Sleeping or just here for the attendance? See, afterwards, even your submissions are not up to the mark. You are submitting whatever you are feeling like. Despite of me again and again telling you that you don't do this is incorrect. Follow the correct method. I even show you guys from where you should be submitting your practicals, how you should be writing your practicals, which is the format. And this is the reason. You don't respond when I'm asking. Only one student will respond. And his work is absolutely on point. Last time I am asking this question. If this thing continues, then I don't think you guys need the discussion. Simply I'll explain what you need to do and I'll tell you that you start writing the program based on the algorithm that I show. What do I mean when I say that you give me the change of rupees 100? Ahmad, you are not supposed to speak now, you already answered. Rest of you, I want answers from you. What do you mean or what do you understand when I tell you that I want change of rupees 100? Correct. To give smaller currencies, and if I go and add them, they will be equal to my currency 100. Okay, so that is what we are doing here in make change problem. In the make change problem, you will be given the value capital N. As you can see on the screen, capital N will be given to you. Okay, that capital N is your 100. Denominations means the change which are available. The coins value, okay, that is available. So 1, 4 and 6. That is your denomination values, 1, 4 and 6. That means I have coin of 1 rupee, I have coin of 4 rupees, I have coin of 6 rupees. Okay, so these are the coins. Now based on these combination of coins, which will be the ideal one, okay, to give the change, that is what we are going to find out. And for that we have to apply the bold, done, highlighted formulas depending upon the values of I, J and D of I. Okay, everybody getting the point? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now see, I am going to show you the code. You can start copying the code. Okay, this is the solution that I'm giving you. I don't do this for generally for any of my labs, but because you guys don't know, it will be difficult for you to implement this particular program on your own. So see, in my integer main, what I'm taking, my denominations, they are known as coins, one array. Okay, so 5, 7, 8, 9. And what for whom the change I want, for rupees 49. Okay, so first I'll calculate size. I mean this size is of whom? Of my, you can say the table that I'm going to maintain. Okay, so size of coins upon size of coins, comma 0. So I'm getting the size of my array. Okay, coins is my array, size of array I'm getting it. Now I'm calling a function called count. Okay, because I want to find out what are the exact values that will require for me, okay, for amount of rupees 49 out of 5, 7, 8, 9. Clear so far what I'm supposed to do? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Rest of the people?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. Now when I call the function count, where the program is going? Here. And what it is counting? The number of points that I am supposed to have to make the change of rupees 49. Okay. So array size first you take up, okay, and initialize that to 0. So you see this particular area array and initialize it to 0. Here see initializing first column to 0, all right, because it is made with no points. All right, so I of 0 column 0 we are giving it as 0. Now first row initialize to integer max. Right now we don't know, okay, so we are just going to write integer maximum, whatever is your maximum value that you are taking. So I'm taking it as INF. What is my INF? My maximum quantity that can go, okay, so INF. Now next, apply the recursive solution. That means I'm going to apply a for loop. Now see, in this particular for loop also, I am applying those formulas that if my I is equals to 1, see my I is equals to 1, okay, and I minus 1 is greater than j, then what I am to do? A of I minus 1 comma j, A of I comma I minus 1 comma j, okay. Again, if I and j are equal to 1, okay, then and I is less than size and j is less than sum plus 1. What is this sum? 49. Your value for which we are finding out the make change problem. Okay. The condition that you are checking is I minus 1 greater than j. Yes. So ARR of ij, that means that cell, this ARR of ij is the cell, okay, is equal to whatever value you get from this formula ARR of I minus 1 j. It is same to this formula, see, I minus 1 comma j, okay. Otherwise, choose the next best option, that means find the minimum out of the two. So see, find the minimum. Again, one function is called and values are passed, okay. So find minimum, whichever is the minimum that you return. Are you guys getting it? The flow of the program?
Yes, ma'am.
Rest of the people? Okay. So see, I'm keeping this for you. Start noting it down. I'm providing you the solution here. Ready solution, okay? Start noting it down, everyone, and if you have any doubt, ask. This is the task for today. Okay, for this particular session, this is the task. We have to implement make change problem. You guys will be able to do it now, everyone. I want answers from everybody, not just one or two students. You will be able to do it. I'm keeping the screen for you. Will you be able to do it, everybody? Yes or no? Okay. Start copying. Once done, tell me. Okay, I will scroll down. Start doing.